Just setting up. All right, we are live now on YouTube. So this is I'll just copy the URL. If people wants to join, that's the URL. And I can also put that on the Asian CHI Symposium. Oh, I don't have. Okay, you can copy and paste into the Slack channel. I don't have the Slack channel for Asian CHI Symposium here, but we are live now. So if you have any question, Pranjal.
Yes. Hi, Josh. So today we want to understand what is Asian CHI and what is the role of Asian CHI in nurturing the SCI community in Asia.
Okay, so Asian CHI Symposium initially actually began a long time ago. We have the CHI community or HCI community, US community in Asia. At the beginning, it was small, so it started around 2000. Initiated by ASEM when I was invited, and then Dr. Yunisari attended the first meeting in Beijing. And then after that, the community grew, the communication kept going. And then in 2015, we had the first CHI in Korea. And at that time, there was Asian Development Committee was formed. And that was also the first time that we had the first Southeast Asia CHI Symposium. So from that on, we move on into different years, and then we kept growing. We tried to communicate with the Chinese community, Japanese community, and other Asian communities related to human computer interaction and user experience. And then we have the Asian CHI Symposium. Now, throughout the years, we want to actually have a specific mission where we can actually have the Asian CHI, because ACI community in Asia more or less are quite different. They have different needs, they have different challenges with other communities, as with each community in the world. But in this Asian CHI Symposium, we want to have more inclusivity, where we include young researchers, PhD students, senior researchers, professors, and also collaboration with the industries. So I myself, my background is from industries. Of course, I have some academic publication, but I will be in that industry category. So let's say we have a collaboration as well with the academic community, because we see what we see going on now in Asia. Even the professional communities actually they are actually faster than the academic community in Asia, in a sense that they have more budget. They have to move with high agility. So if we have this a academic and professional, we both can benefit from each other. On the other hand, the academic is usually slow, but they have more rigorous methods, they have more rigorous testing, they have more rigorous techniques which can actually be used in industry. But usually this collaboration is still not there. That's why I think Asian CHI Symposium is one of the catalysts for the industry and academic to be together.
Right. Thank you, Josh. Also, taking a broader understanding, how does CHI as a whole conference works, and how does, as you mentioned, that Asian CHI is a catalyst for the practitioners, for the industry people to get to understand and also present their work. but how does CHI and Asian CHI works together for people who do
Okay,
not know about this system?
yes. CHI is a well-known conference for people in computer-human interaction or human-computer interaction and user experience. Surprisingly, CHI is also sponsored by many Silicon Valley companies related to human-computer interaction. The relationship is different in Asian CHI Symposium because Asian CHI Symposium is actually part of the inclusivity of CHI. So I think if you see the trend now, when CHI started in USA, and then CHI started to look into Asia, and now their inclusivity is not only limited on geographical um, limitations, but also inclusivity. Like, for example, now CHI have a very quite low, I think, compared to the normal rate for online conference, and they have a special rate for developing economies. This is all part of the inclusivity. I'm seeing the trend, which is a good trend. If you follow the trend, this issue is not new about special rates for developing economies, emerging economies, and everything has been discussed for so many years. But fortunately, this year it's happening. So that makes me happy. And Asian CHI Symposium is also part of it. So especially before that, it was planned that it was going to happen in Japan physically, but now it has become virtual. I'm very glad that the spirit of inclusion is still there. So not just inclusion in the terms of accessibility, inclusion of the term registration and so on, rate. And now the Asian CHI Symposium, we try within Asian CHI community itself, we have to include others, the senior researchers, junior researchers, professionals, or basically almost everyone in Asian CHI community should be included. So that's why we have a lot of things like shepherding. We have the way we do is not 100% like CHI, but we try to customize based on the needs of Asian CHI community.
Great. Nice to know the initiative all about. Moving on, I believe that Asian CHI has been running from last more than 5 years. As per the website which I saw, it is, I think, running from 2015. So, how do you see from 2015 to 2021, which are going to conduct the Asian CHI this year? Uh, how much, how the participation is growing in the Asian CHI community?
I think you should look at the data, but if I can interpret the data correctly, the number of participants grew. It grew, which means that we only started with, I think, 10 or something, no, in 2015. Now we have, I think last time we have, I don't remember how many, but I think it's quite many. And this time we hope that we have more than last year, but since this is a special case with the now CHI is not online, CHI is online, and also last year we started with CHI, but it was different scheme. So this is actually this year. I do not know about that, but what I can see is not just the number or quantity, but also the quality. Over the years, the quality of the submission has also increased, and I'm also quite happy that our shepherding has worked quite well. I remember at the beginning that Dr. Yunisari and I were the main facilitators for the symposium. But now as we grew more and more, I think it's good to have everyone or many people from the Asian CHI community to be involved in it, including yourself, Pranjal. And I'm glad that you are in this community as well to help with the Asian CHI Symposium.
Thank you. And we hope that this year, 2021, see more participation from Asian scholars. And coming to the submission part, how? So I see the round one deadline is already over, which was 28th January, and the round two is 25th February. So almost around 10 days are left for people, or if someone is looking forward to do it. So how will you motivate them who is already in the process of writing it, or what could they submit in round two?
Yes, I think it's more not. I think motivation is there definitely. When I talk to colleagues in Asia, the motivation is there. I receive some inquiries, but I think it's more about the awareness. Okay, so I don't think many people are aware that Asian CHI Symposium is on and deadline is approaching. So that's why we try our best to disseminate the information, because I think once we got the information disseminated, there will be a lot of submission, and then people will be motivated. And 10 days is actually good motivation. Hey, now you only have 10 days. I think some of us in Asia have already written some papers, and they are just the only thing. Actually, there are two main things that I could see is actually about the formatting. From year to year, a lot of problem with formatting. Okay, we have seen this constantly. And the second problem is with the language. Yeah, English is not my native language, but also not native language for many Asians. So that is two difficult things that actually prohibits some of us to submit, because it takes time to do proofreading, and then we have to write in our non-native language, and the third time we have to conform to the format. So that's why I was just thinking about the shepherding. I really hope that the shepherding can work very well, in which that even though that we are not 100%, the format is not 100%, we can still consider if the content, the quality is acceptable, then we can start working on that one. Yeah, so if the idea is actually representative for from the point of view for the symposium, that will be good. So my main message for everyone is just to submit. If you are rejected, then you reject it, and then you can still participate in the symposium. So there will be next year, you can submit in the next year symposium, right? But at least you start to know, because once you submit, you will receive a feedback. If you are considered the ones that can be shepherded, then you will there will be some people that help you with your paper, right? But if you're not, if you're got rejection straight away, there's rejection, try to attend the symposium, and then you will see what kind of presentation, what kind of paper presented there, and this will be a good idea for people who are interested to submit to do it next year. But really this year we have to work very hard, because the deadline is approaching. So my suggestion, my advice is just submit for now. Okay, whether you are accepted or not. I know that we are risk at first people in Asia, but for this time, forget about the risk that you will people will not know your name, because the submission will be a blind review. So the reviewer wouldn't know your name and everything. And once you are accepted, then your name will be there. But if not, then you will receive a rejection notice with some feedback to improve, so you know how you can improve next time. So I think it's a good opportunity. So my message is just submit it. Yeah.
So that's very motivating, Josh. Thank you for highlighting this. And to all the people who are listening to this video, do not think how your language is. Just submit it. The Asian CHI, as Josh mentioned, there is a shepherding process involved. Processes there in place which will help you, tell you how can you improve the paper. And if at all it is rejected, you are going to learn. You're going to be. You will learn the process of submitting a paper. And Asian CHI is one of the premium platform for any scholar, for any researcher practitioner to submit. And in any case, what Josh mentioned, you will get a chance to attend the Asian CHI even if your paper or work is rejected. It's a learning process. So, and also a chance to build your network across borders, across Asian countries. So don't think so much, is this good enough or not? Just submit. We are all big SCI committee in Asia, and attend this symposium and learn from others and share your work. Who knows that in next year you will be collaborating with someone whom you met in the Asian CHI, or you would have enhanced your work. You might get to know, oh, this is also one of the perspective which I should have thought about it. So nice. So the research takes time, but we should not stop trying and submitting in the Asian CHI.
That's right,
And the plus,
Pranjal.
yes. So one more point to add on, the paper which get published in the Asian CHI, the selected papers also do go into the ACM Digital Library. So this is an added advantage of submitting into Asian CHI. Give it a try. It's a peer-reviewed process. Let's see how your work comes along. But as Josh mentioned, even if it get rejected, don't think about there's a shepherding process. You will get to learn from others and get to network with other Asian scholars.
That's right, Pranjal. That's very good point. From your point, the publication is very important, right? For academic, maybe not very much from industry or professional. And then it will be archived in ACM Digital Library. Some people will ask, will be indexed by Scopus. That's the interesting question that should be addressed to ACM Digital Library. Some of them will be indexed, some of them will not be indexed. But something that you can actually see from the history is the Asian CHI Symposium is indexed or not. So I haven't actually checked that one. Have you checked that, Pranjal, whether we are indexed from last year's?
Yes, we are indexed.
So that's good. So it will increase your visibility in terms of academic publication.
Right. If you, Josh, if you could also share your website, your screen, and open up the website. We do also have an index number which is given to us by the ACM Digital Library.
Okay. Okay. I will let you screen. Okay. Share. Okay. Can you share yours, because I do not know which page that you're talking about? Can Pranjal, you can share your screen now. Yes.
Yeah, I have started sharing it.
Yeah, I can see this now. Yeah.
Okay. Just for the people who are seeing our website for the first time, we will be also putting this URL in the description of the video. In any case, you have to just go and write Asian CHI 2021 Symposium, and that will end up to this homepage. If you go down to the homepage, you will see under the banner Asian CHI 2021, this is the index number which is given to the Asian CHI Symposium. ISBN 97814508238. Sorry for repeating the number.
Pranjal, by the way, we have to delete this one. This is repeated selected word, the sentence, but yes, that will be later.
It is only selected work. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then one message also for those of you who still wants to submit just for the experience of it, but not interested in publication, you will have an option not to publish. So don't worry if you think, I just want to try to see whether I get accepted, but I don't want to publish, because some people have done that, because um, there are some things that, okay, I got the feedback already from the presentation, I got the feedback from the community, but I don't want to publish because if I publish, then because I want to publish it in another venue, that's also okay for us. So it's not just purely just for publication, but as long as you want to be part of the Asian CHI community, this is a very good opportunity.
Right. And so if anyone wants to learn more about what themes are accepted into the Asian CHI Symposium, what are the different submission types, you could very well go and see the call for papers. Um, and if you want to reach out, or if you have any queries, you could reach out to Josh. His email ID is present on the email on the website, or you could reach out to Masita or Cyan for any query regarding paper submission in Asian CHI Symposium.
Oh, please also follow our social media in Twitter and Facebook as well. Yeah.
Yes, do follow us on regularly on Twitter and Facebook. We regularly send the updates, what is happening, and if you have any query, you're free. Feel free to reach out to us. You could also check out our organizers who are taking out time to make the symposium
Oh
a great
yes.
learning experience.
I also have a great news, Pranjal, for students. I think
Right.
can you go to the registration, because it's a one special Gary Marsden travel. So basically, you can apply travel award. You can apply for this. So basically, depending on where you are, I think it's $130 or less. I think if you get this award, and then it's, see, this is the March 9. If you get this award, and then I think you will be covered for the registration fee, so you'll be okay. So you don't have to think about it. But I depends whether you got 100% or whether you got how many dollars. But hopefully, because the rate now is quite okay with early bird. I think for the early bird, I think maximum $130 for a symposium and one-day conference. So $130, or only one-day symposium is $130. But I think that will be good. I think the Gary Marsden Travel Award, if you apply, if you're a student and you want to apply for it, I think you can get the, hopefully, I'm not in the committee, so I do not know how much you'll get, but hopefully you can get the full registration fee covered by the award, so you don't have to pay anything for that one. So please feel free, just submit as soon as possible. Can you go to the deadlines, please, Pranjal, so people know what the deadlines are? So go to the
Yes.
deadlines on the top. See on the not
These are the
this one, the submission deadline.
okay.
Submission deadline, so call for paper, I think. Yeah, it's also here as well. So this is on the the February 25th. Okay, please submit by the deadline. Hopefully, and then you will receive a notification. Once you got a notification of conditional acceptance. Conditional acceptance is usually when you still need to do some improvement in the language, or in the format, or in the content. Then there'll be some shepherding process involved as well. Then you will have the deadline for 14 days to fix it. And then once you got this, and then it's so it's actually you can start applying for Gari Master. So it doesn't matter whether you accept it or not. If you are interested to attend the symposium, don't wait until April 6th. Just apply for the Gari Master, because you can still attend the symposium even though your submission is not accepted. Okay, or if you do not intend to submit, but you want to know what kind of things happening in the symposium, what kind of presentation, what kind of papers or showcases, then just register for the symposium without submission.
Right. So we are almost done, and to reiterate, don't wait until 25th. Just submit your paper, apply for Gary Marston Fund. In any case, you are going to meet awesome scholars from Asia and across the world in Asian CHI Symposium. Thank you.
There is one more thing, Pranjal, before we end today. Yeah. We may, if you are not a student, we may have some, I'm applying for some funding. So we will select later we will select people who really need a financial help to attend the conference. And then will be available hopefully for many of you. Yeah, but I do not know how much it is going to be approved, or is it going to be approved at all. But just stay tuned into our social media and also our website, maybe faster social media, and then we will update whether you can apply for the funding to attend the Asian CHI Symposium if you are not a student. For Gary Marston is only for students, but we are trying to get you to be able to attend the symposium if you're not a student but you're interested to attend.
So that would be only for symposium or for the full conference as well? That depends later.
Because for attending the symposium, you will have to get the pay for 1 day conference, right? So I think it should also cover the conference fee. So 130, I think, for now, for early bird. So maybe not if you wait until late registration, you will have to pay more. So hopefully we hope to hear very soon. So stay tuned, and then I hope that you can apply before the early registration deadline, so you can still get the full cover for your symposium and conference registration.
That's an awesome news, Josh, and that would help a lot of scholars who are not able to have financial difficulty. Last one more thing, you could graduate students and undergraduate students could also should submit your work in the Asian CHI Symposium, your master thesis, or your graduate project, whatever it is. Try to submit into Asian CHI. We are looking forward to your submissions and hope to see on 7th and 8th of May. Thank you. Anything else, Josh?
I think that's all. Pranjal, thank you very much for hosting this together with me, so we can talk more about Asian CHI Symposium. I hope everyone out there listening to this podcast and also live video can have more understanding. If you have any question, please feel free to contact me or contact the team on the organizers page. You can contact any of us here. Also, if you have something that you want to give as a feedback, please feel free to contact me.
Sure. So we'll close the video now. You could stop the live streaming.
Okay. Thank you, Pranjal. Bye for now.
Bye.